Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be reviewing the Mortal Kombat 11 Mcfarlane Toys Liu Kang. I found this yesterday at Target, and I had to make a decision between the Shao Kahn and this one. But I chose this one because he is my favorite character to play as. But my favorite character in general is Sub-Zero. So yeah, I don't play Mortal Kombat 11 anymore, but I do play Mortal Kombat Mobile. So yeah, and that's it I really need to say for now. Let's get into the accessories and then we'll talk about the figure. So I should have just made it one whole clip, but because it doesn't really come with much. But it does come with interchangeable hands, which most Mcfarlane Toys figures don't have. So the first main ones that usually do come with Mortal Kombat figures are the fisted or grabbing hands. So these do have veins on them and wrinkles and everything. And it even has the lines inside of the hand. And it's the same for both hands, just different sides. So the only other interchangeable hands are the like straight hand. I like posing it with this one because it is the easiest to pose it with. And then it comes with this finger holder, like finger up hand. And this one, it's pretty weird. I don't know really why it comes with interchangeable hands. I get why he would need this one. I feel like he would just need one interchangeable hand and that'd be it. But either way, still good. I like it. It's some of the first times that the only time I've seen interchangeable hands on a Mcfarlane Toys action figure. And then it comes with the nunchucks. One thing I wish is that this was a bendy wire. This doesn't bend at all. If you bend it, it goes back into place. But there is some detail on it. There is some gold paint on the end and these little dots. It's the same for both sides. So yeah, they do look nice. I just wish this was either like a real chain or a wire. Now this is something that comes with every single Mcfarlane Toys figure. It's a stand that just has the Mortal Kombat letters on the front, nothing on the back. Has a peg so you can hold the figure. And it holds it pretty nice. And this does not come with it. This comes from the Negasonic Warhead and Deadpool 2-pack from Marvel Legends. So yeah. So now we'll get to look into the figure. So let me just pop on the hands because I do not like that at all. Well, let me just grab these. These are pretty tough to put on though. That's one thing. But it's pretty easy. Now there's nowhere really to put the nunchucks on. But the best way I think you should do it is just put it under here, under the flap, and it holds it. It's fine. It doesn't hold it perfectly, but it does hold it enough. So the hair sculpt is kind of ugly. I don't really like it, but it does resemble the character of Liu Kang from MK11, so I'd say that's okay. And this is the same one from when he first appeared in the story mode for Mortal Kombat 11. So yeah, and then he has the bandana, I think you'd call it. His lips look purple. It looks very weird. And there seems to be some paint missing on here. Doesn't bother me too much. These are pretty soft pieces of plastic. The only thing that isn't very good is this shirt. You can't get too much ab crunch out of it. You have to really force it to get anything out of it. And even when you do, you barely get anything. I have seen people pop off the head, pop off the arms, and take this whole thing off. I've tried to do that. It didn't really work for me because I guess it's too stuck on the chest to do that. I think they cut it or something because it is very hard to do that. It has very nice detail on the actual gauntlets. Like, it has a dragon. It looks to be a dragon. I'm not sure if it actually is a dragon. But it has silver paint all around it. So yeah, it's the same thing for both sides, of course. So these don't have any real paint besides the colors that they are. Like this is just like a brown. And I do have some, like, I don't know if it's paint or it's paint smudge, but it looks to be like if something smudged on it. Doesn't bother me too much though. It's fine. And then the belt looks nice. It looks okay. I like this figure. Just the only thing I don't really like is the articulation. And like the bandana, this is just a soft piece of plastic. So yeah, I do like this figure. The only thing is the articulation. The sculpt and everything is perfect. I love it. It is great. Now the pants and the leg articulation is very nice. I think this might be better than the rest of the Mortal Kombat figures. Besides Johnny Cage. And yeah, the shoes, they're not really shoes. They're more like sandals, sorta. But yeah, it is hard to get poses out of him. Like, trying to get a bicycle kick out of him is super hard. That's the closest I can get to a bicycle kick. So yeah, it does scale well with the rest of the figures. So yeah, let's just talk about the articulation now. So the articulation is okay, it's decent. The rest of the Mortal Kombat figures have somewhat better articulation. Not much better, but it is still a lot better than this. So the head looks up almost nothing because of the hair, which blocks it from going up too far, but it does go down pretty good. And it goes a full 360 by just lifting up the hair a little bit. And the arms go out all the way. You get a bicep swivel. And it goes a full 360 degrees. I think that's it. Yeah, that's 360 degrees, right? Yeah. And then it has a butterfly joint. Double jointed elbows. And a wrist wrist peg. I don't know what you'd call this. But it moves on the way that you move it. So if you move it in this way, you can get it to move up. If you move it this way, you can get it to move on the side. And like we talked about, crunch is just not there at all. It almost doesn't even do anything. The leg articulation, I think, is the best in the whole figure. So they go all the way out. They go pretty far forward. But this will begin to get warped if you keep it like that for a long time. And it does go back a lot more than expected. But again, it would get warped if you do that. And it doesn't have any thigh swivel. Well, a little bit of thigh rotation, but that's it. Double jointed knees, the same kind of peg as the wrist and the toe hinge. And decent, well, not even really decent ankle pivot. So yeah, that's it for the review. That's all I needed to talk about this. And while the sculpt and everything is great, the only thing that bothers me is the articulation, and that is really it. That's all I can say that's bad about this figure. So yeah, that's all I had to say for this review. So yeah, see you in the next video. Bye.